Hey everybody, my name is Curran, and in this video I'm going to quickly show you how CallScaler works, show you all the basics, that way you can get started quickly. So let's get into it. So first things first, you can click buy phone numbers. This will be your place where you can obviously buy phone numbers, and you can put commas in here if you want. You want to search for more than one area code at one point, and then you just click as many as you want, and then right here your total is going to show up. Depending on your plan, it'll give you a certain price. So if you have a $8 per phone number on the pay-as-you-go plan, maybe you want to upgrade to the pro plan before you actually do that. That way you get better prices on phone numbers. So if you can go to your settings or just click this link right here if you want to learn more about that. So next thing we'll get into is this is your number area. It's where all of your numbers are going to show up at a certain point, and you can at any point click on the call flow right here. It's going to take you directly to the call flow associated with the number. Same thing with these calls. You can click on these calls and it's going to show you all of the calls for that specific number. Last thing, you can click this edit button, attach a certain call flow that you want if you want to change that or change the name of the number. Next thing is call flows. This is probably the most important part of the entire thing. So let's just create a test one real quick. So these are all the things you can do in a call flow. A greeting would just be, okay, a text-to-speech greeting, or if you want to upload audio, you can upload a MP3 or a WAV file. If you are recording something from your phone, you can just type in, like, let's say it spits out M4A file. You can just type M4A to MP3 converter, and boom, you're going to get a converter that converts it to an MP3 file. We've had a few people ask about that, so if you're curious, that's how you do it. Next thing, we also have a forward call, and so this is, you can put any phone number here, and basically when a caller dials into the number that is attached to this call flow, right now there's no numbers attached to this, it's going to forward on to this phone number right here, and you can choose how long it's going to forward before it moves on to the next step. But that's how that works. Let's go ahead and just set that up. Okay. And next we could add a next step here. And so usually a good step next would be a voicemail. So you can do a text-to-speech or you can upload an audio file again. This SMS notification, you can put any number here and it's going to send a text to this number whenever a voicemail is left. That way you can listen to it. So if you have a client that you want to send voicemails to, you can put their client number right there. Next thing, we could also do email call details. This will basically email, how long the call was, who the call is from, all that good stuff, and include the recording of the call if you have this recording enabled. And you can put as many emails as you want if you want to send calls. This is also a helpful thing to just filter out if the call actually produced something. So like, you could filter to be only over 90 seconds and this email will only send if the call goes over that amount. So that's pretty much it for the call flows. You can kind of go through some of this other stuff. Another helpful one is missed call SMS. Basically it sends an SMS after a missed call to any number that you want. And yeah, you can send this message to the person that called, or you can send it to a custom number. So like, let's say you have a client and you want to text them, hey, you missed this call. You could type, put in their client's phone number here, and then you want to include the call number in the text. That way the client has access to the person who called and can see that right in the text message. So yeah, that's kind of how that works. But yeah, whenever you're done, you can click Save Call Flow. If you ever want to attach more numbers to this specific call flow, just click right here. This is obviously if you want to record call audio, and then you can say, something like that. And it'll basically, a voice will say, hey, this call is recorded for quality assurance before the call is connected. You can forward text messages that come into this phone number to any number that you want. Pre-call whisper message. If you don't know what this is, basically the person answering the call, let's say you have a client that you're forwarding numbers or forwarding calls to, you can say this call is from Curran. So if I wanted to let my client know that, basically, if my client answered the phone, it would be a voice that says on there, this call is from Curran, and then the call would actually be connected. That way the client knows where the call is coming from. So yeah, press 1 to connect. This kind of helps filter out robot calls if you want. It basically requires the caller to click 1 on their phone, and then the call will be connected right after that. So yeah, let me know if you have any questions. Feel free to send us a contact form. Thanks for watching. See ya.